I waited 5 years for Marvel Spider-Man to launch on PC, and when I finally got it from certain fit girl and I launched it up in my PC, my RTX 2060 started making weird noises, started crying for help.
I need your help. Mr. Morales, is it? Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself? I'm sure. Okay, class. Read chapter 4 or 5.
In the back of my PC case, my RTX 2060 had died, and I didn't even cry. Not a single tear. So I went ahead and bought myself my dream/budget gaming PC for AAA titles and Marvel Rivals and Fortnite because I get no bit. What did I play? 138 hours, 220 hours of Marvel Rivals, which has the Radeon RX 6800 XT with 32 gigabytes of RAM, and for the CPU I went for Ryzen 5 7500F, which is a budget CPU. I didn't cheap out on any parts, but I did cheap out on one part, basically didn't buy it, is the CPU cooler. I thought the stock cooler was more than capable of doing what I wanted to do, which is just gaming. So this is how the PC looking right now with the stock cooler and with the RGB things. It's looking a bit gay right now. I'm just gonna change. Where the hell is the... And I went ahead and checked my temperatures. It was about 95 degrees in some titles like Marvel or Fortnite, and thought myself like, okay, is this normal? Like, what the hell is happening? 95 degrees for a CPU. And I went ahead and googled it. It showed that the Ryzen 700 series actually run a little bit more hotter than the 500 series, which my brother has, which is 95 degrees is totally fine. It is below the thermal throttling territory. For the long run, in my opinion, I want my CPU to be like cool and fresh and beautiful and sexy and good looking, you know. So for the cooler side, you could go for air cooling and liquid cooling, and I went for liquid cooling. And the reason is the air coolers are really budget friendly and they look like shit. The basic reason was they were going to obstruct my view of my beautiful RGB RAMs, that I went ahead and paid $30 more to have that RGB, so why would I just go ahead and buy myself a $30, you know, Peerless Assassin, which is a good CPU cooler. It's gonna do the job, but it's gonna obstruct my view of my RAMs. It's gonna look a little bit more chunky. I wanted a little bit something like a little bit more aesthetic looking something, but I was still on a budget. So I got myself a budget CPU cooler, which is the Thermalright Aqua Elite V3. Alright, so I'm gonna mount that CPU cooler in my system in about an hour. We're gonna test the noise levels, the Cinebench score, and the degrees, how much cooling do we get from switching from a stock cooler to a liquid cooler. We're gonna do that, and let's go. For every fan you have your ARGB and your fan header. So you're basically going to daisy chain all of your 3-pin RGB connectors right here. All the 3 fans have them. You're going to connect each one into each other, daisy chain them. Then the pump has a RGB as well, so you're going to connect that 3-pin to that cable as well. Then that is going to go to your motherboard's JRGB connector, which is a white 3-pin male connector if you're finding hard to find it. So 2 things are really important. 3 fans are going to the hub, then the hub's cable is going to the system fan 1, then your pump has to work as well, so that is going to your CPU fan socket, or if your motherboard has it, pump fan socket. I heard a little bit. When you open up your system, press the delete key a couple of times, you'll be in the BIOS. So what you want to do is, if you don't have a pump header on your motherboard like mine only has a CPU fan header and the system fan header with the RGB right there. So you'll be going into the BIOS, if you have an MSI motherboard or any other board, hardware monitoring, and you will have your fan control. Basically, when you don't have the pump header, you have to go into the CPU header and turn off smart fan mode and click the power mode, so it runs on full power for the pump. Recommended that the pump header always runs at 100%. So yeah, disable smart fan mode, open up power mode. So this header, CPU fan header, is going to act like a pump header. Then go to system 1 where you got your radiator fans, then enable smart fan mode right here, so it just goes up, the percentage of the fans used goes up with the temperature. And you can set up the curve right here. I'm not going to change it right now. As you can see, it is at 43 degrees. The thermal cooling, it was hard as hell to put this thing on, and with the thermal paste. This one is pretty important as well. It's very quiet, by the way, as you can see. When you're closing in from the BIOS, smart fan mode control enabled to disabled, we disabled that. Then CPU fan is auto to power mode, we power moded that. Then the system fan smart control disabled to enabled. So just to be like truthful, it went up to 60 degrees right now, 59, and we're in the lobby right now, but it's going down, as you can see, 57 again, so 55 to, it is a guaranteed 20-degree difference between a stock cooler, and depending on the situation, it is a 30-degree difference, which is mind-boggling. Wow. I guess the stock cooler didn't have enough thermal paste, or the stock cooler is just very bad. Like, this is what you're cooling. This is what you're cooling with. Just this little heat pipe. And you got this little ass fan. There's gonna spin at like 100%. It's gonna make a lot of noise. Right now we got 3 fans spinning, making the same amount of noise, I'm gonna be honest, or a little bit quieter right now. But yeah, it's definitely a must if you have a 7000 series CPU. It is drastic 20-degree difference, and sometimes 30 degrees. But this is just for Marvel. I'm gonna do it for Cyberpunk as well. Here are the results for the CPU cooler. If you like this video or this video was helpful, make sure to give it a like. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could subscribe, that would mean the world to me. If you enjoyed the video, or share your thoughts. What do you think about the performance? Very happy with the performance. I think it runs quieter and it is cooler for my CPU in the long run. I'm not gonna have any problems. Think about the CPU cooler. Will you be getting this, or do you have a 7000 series CPU that needs more cooling? Make sure to give your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them and I'll be responding them. Thank you for watching if you watched, and stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you guys in the next one.